In this video, I'll go over the top 10 huge mistakes people make when buying land. Number 10. Not buying land from a legitimate seller. There's a lot of real estate companies out there, and when you surf the internet for lands that are up for sale, many websites pop up. Now pause. Don't be in a rush to buy land from just the first website or company you see. Make sure you buy land from a legitimate and reliable seller. If you find your ideal land seller, research about the company and find out what other people are saying about them before paying for the land. You should also keep in mind any zoning laws that are applicable in the area. This will prevent you from falling into the hands of real estate scammers who sell a piece of land to hundreds of people. Horrible, right? Number 9. Ignoring the location. I get it, you're eager to buy that lot that looks totally awesome. But don't ever ignore where the land is located. You might decide to go off-grid if you want, but you've got to make sure that your land is not too far from the city and basic amenities. Believe me, this will go a long way in saving you the stress during emergencies. So don't make the mistake of buying a piece of land that's ridiculously far from the hospital, grocery store, fire station. You get the point. In fact, such land might not be a profitable investment if you intend to use it for a homestead. Number 8. Lack of inspection. Before buying any lots, you actually need to do a thorough inspection of the land. You gotta make sure that you walk through the entire property line to find any junk that should be removed from the property at the expense of the seller. Doing this will save you the cost and hassles of removing them yourself after purchasing the land. Number 7. Not looking out for utilities. Do you know that you can actually save thousands of dollars on utility bills if the land you're buying already has utility attached to it? If you have any sort of utility on your land, you can easily get the resources to build the type of home you want. At the same time, some states make it a requirement that you must be attached to some kind of utility before buying land in the area, especially water and electricity. Number 6. Avoiding the professionals. Some potential landowners believe that they can do things on their own until they run into troubles while buying land. You're probably trying to avoid hiring a real estate agent because of the service fees. But do you know that hiring a real estate professional to guide you will not only make your land acquisition journey easier, but will actually save you more money by preventing any unnecessary mistakes? Number 5. Not paying attention to your needs. People use land for many purposes. Some people use it to build their dream home, while others may use it for business. Therefore, you should pay attention to the type of access the land you're buying has to ensure that it meets all your requirements. There's nothing as heartbreaking as finding out that your land is a wetland and basically useless for building anything, and you decide to start construction. Also, if you plan to sell the land in the future, you gotta make sure that the land is sellable so it won't rot away. Number 4. Mineral rights. Imagine this. You've discovered crude oil or even gold on your land while digging up the land during construction, but found out that you own no right whatsoever to those minerals. How painful would that be? That's why you need to make sure that the mineral rights of the property are conveyed to you before signing the land purchase agreement. If not, the mineral rights of the land will go straight to the people who already have them, even though the land is now yours. And depending on the laws applicable in what state the land is located, you might have to wait for many years before you can get back your land's mineral rights. So you definitely want to watch out for this. Number 3. Access to the property. You want to ask yourself, is my lot accessible? As simple as this may sound, it is crucial to know things like if you have a county-maintained road. If your lot's in the middle of nowhere, and if that's the case, not only is it going to be harder to sell in the future, but it's basically a useless lot. Number 2, not worrying about deeds. When you buy any land, there are some documents that you must have to indicate that you own the land. Part of those documents are your land deeds. However, the number of deeds you must have often depends on the state or county you reside in. There are 5 main types of deeds that can be used to purchase a piece of land. They're called the warranty deed, quit-claim deed, special deed, bargain and sale deed, and the grant deed. Deeds are the most important parts of any land acquisition, and if you don't pay attention to them, you might risk losing your land to fraudsters or the government. Finally, number 1, Not minding the HOAs and restrictions. HOA stands for Homeowners Association, and as a landowner, you're automatically forced to the HOA's agreements and restrictions after purchasing the land. Many landowners don't bother about knowing what HOA restrictions are until it's too late and they violated them. Just because you own a piece of land doesn't mean you can use it however you please. There are restrictions and guidelines that you must follow according to the HOA's rules that are attainable in the area your land is located. Bottom line being, beware of any and everything. Ask questions and do your research. Now that you know some of the most common mistakes when buying land, in this other video, I show you 10 towns offering free land in the US.